Welcome to the Caffeinated Couple Podcast with your hosts, Mark and Lisa. Oh, what are you having? I'm gonna have a double shot espresso. You want a latte? All right, let's get caffeinated.
Maybe it's just going to go on loop and we're going to sit here.
There it goes.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
If there's anybody here. There's Diane. Diane, good to see you.
Lazy day today. My goodness.
Lazy day every day.
Oh, nice.
Latte. Very nice. We're having Americanos. Cheers.
Ting.
Cheers to Diane. We used our fully automatic machine today.
Keep it simple.
Keep it simple.
Stupid. Kiss. Keep it simple, stupid.
Poor Vincent. We can see him in your profile picture.
I don't get that lucky.
What do you mean?
I have to see you every day.
You're lucky. You're spoiled.
Mm.
So yeah, we thought we'd come on here and chill out with you guys, talk about just random stuff, have a Wacky Wednesday.
It's only Wednesday?
Yeah. But I'd like to thank everybody who was here yesterday for our Tuesday night show, the first one, the Comedy Chords and Chaos. It was such a laugh. I can't remember laughing that much until... I think the last time I laughed like that was when I hung out with those guys way back in the day when we had our band. It was so much fun. So, yeah, it was great. It was a good success. So today, just doing the lockdown chill.
Oh, it's drag your ass kind of day.
That's a lot of dragon.
It is.
The dragon that bit me. Did your dragon blow fire?
Yeah, it does, actually.
Oh,
Today
goodness.
it does.
So I was thinking we could talk about maybe some recipes, because lockdown, people will probably get to the point where they need to reinvent stuff. We can talk about some of the stuff we got from the Kendall Hills Market, because we got
We have more coming.
Yes, we got that on Sunday, and I don't know if we talked about it, but we had some of the mushrooms that were very, very good.
The cheese. We had cheese.
And we had some cheese, and it was called Cauda, not Gouda, Cauda.
Something like that.
But it was very, very good cheese. And I'm trying to think now, who was that from, though? It wasn't from Kendall Hills themselves, but it was for one of the other people
farmers,
in the market. So
we're getting
very good
fresh ricotta this week.
Yeah, so we put together a weekly.
Yeah.
So we ordered last week for this week, and then we have next week. So we're pretty much getting the mushrooms, and I got some bacon. For you meat eaters out there, the bacon I got from Kendall Hills, I think it was Kendall Hills, was so good.
Our mics are low?
Mics are low? Mics are low. Okay, well, let's crank up the mics.
See if that's any better.
Better. Could be. Lisa's very quiet. I lost my voice nearly last night.
It's because you relived your interview over again. As soon as you finished
your mics are low Gouda. No, but I think it was called Cauda. They named the package we had was Cauda, and but it was very tasty. And I had we got some mozzarella from Gallery on the Farm. They bring in a mozzarella, Canadian mozzarella, and it was extremely good as well.
You could actually taste it.
Yeah. One thing with mozzarella is I've always known mozzarella to be such a mild, bland cheese, and I guess because it works well on pizzas and stuff. But this mozzarella was completely different.
Yeah, it was good.
It's amazing when you get good quality product. We're so used to buying that stuff off the shelves, and we're really it's about price, right? Price point, much better cheese.
It'd be nicer when they have more of a vegetable selection right now, because it's just the starting season of everything growing.
That's the only problem with our climate and local produce.
Yeah.
We are so restricted. Hey,
Hi, Paul.
thanks, Paul. Thanks for the shout out there. Appreciate it. Yeah, it was good. I like your movies are good. I saw one today. You were doing for a contest. Yeah, it was good. Yeah, fresh mozzarella. Well, there was a fresh. This was just the regular mozzarella cheese. This wasn't the fresh, right?
No.
Because fresh is the
Comes
one
in
that
the
comes in
liquid.
but that's good too. But this mozzarella was just like, yeah, really good mozzarella. So yeah, Paul, we're just hanging today. We're just hanging, just discussing whatever comes up. It's just Wacky Wednesday.
Yeah, it's wacky, all right.
So last night we had a lot. I'm just gonna touch on last night. Last night we had a lot of fun, and for me it was a big undertaking to do what I did last night because everything I was controlling, I had 2 screens open. Every window that came up, I had to control. And I could have easily done something stupid with a mouse click and lost it all. We did run into an issue because Mark and Tim, the co-hosts, their Wi-Fi signals probably weren't the best, or they were having issues with their streaming end of it. So we did have a little bit of cutting out, which made it even funnier. I think that's when the chaos started. And the beauty is when you do a live show, if you throw the word chaos in your title, you get away with that. Mm-hmm. But I laughed so hard, and then after the show, I played it back, some spots back to me, and I laughed so hard. Actually, we were laying in bed and I was watching it. Lisa was looking at me like she thought I had lost my mind. But I will tell you something. For the last month, I've been having some sort of trouble breathing, and I shouldn't say I've had trouble breathing.
I think it's an anxiety.
But I've had a tightness in my chest. And after laughing so much last night, I don't have that tightness in my chest anymore. Interestingly enough,
I can't make them laugh like that.
Laughing and screaming and all that can release that.
Oh, screaming can do it?
Yeah, you shouldn't have any.
Oh, well then.
But that can release that tension inside, and that's how laughing. A joke works the same way as a scare. Laughing works the same way as when you scream out in.
You know what? Laughing makes it so much better.
And that's why they say laughter's good medicine, because I think it does. It releases that cooped up tension inside, and for me, it did last night. So I was almost hungover from laughing yesterday. Yeah, you do. It's an endorphin rush. That's why one of the little posters I made, endorphin dealer. I think it was funny. Yeah, it was good. So the show will evolve. I'll finally get exactly what I want it to be. Right now, we're just trying stuff out, and we'll fine tune it. And I'm gonna keep going. It's kind of my little hobby on Tuesday nights. And
for as long as this is going on, anyway.
Oh, I'll keep it going. No, we wanted to do this back in October, November. It was an idea I had, and actually Mark and Tim were coming over to my house on Tuesday nights, and we were just going through some recordings and working stuff out. So we had actually put effort into it ahead of time. So it definitely wasn't something to spare of the moment. It was something I brought back off the shelf. We wanted to do it live in clubs. The whole idea was going out to a bar, like a pub that had a room or an event, or getting a hall, and actually doing what we did last night as like you would see the Tonight Show, which I had done many years ago for a fundraiser that went over really, really well. So, yeah, so that's the plan. So we'll just keep working on it. And in the meantime, we'll do these. So until Netflix. Yeah, Netflix. I don't know if they'll be calling. But again, yeah, it's just, I think the key is to do these things for yourself first. If you're going into this thinking that it's like being in a band. It's like anything you do, Paul. It's like doing photography. It's great if you can make a few bucks at it on the side and whatnot and build a business out of it. But I think initially you need to do it because you really want to do it for yourself. And I think the satisfaction we've got, you should keep it online. What's that?
Your comedies, chords, and
chaos. Oh, it'll definitely stay online, but it would be great to do once in a while, do a live fundraiser show. Charlie agrees. But I think it would be great to go out like once every season, do a live show where we bring in some music and do it up where we can get people together in an environment like at the Hayden Community Center, which is where I wanted to do it.
You may get a choir in a minute.
Exactly. Now, I tell you the one thing, when you do it for yourself, like if you decide to open it and go big with a business, the problem is if you decide to, like, if you enjoy cameras and you want to open a camera shop because you love cameras, all of a sudden you find yourself running a business and not enjoying photography anymore, your cameras. And that's what happens when you go into business with something.
Look, you can see our killer dog in the window.
Yeah, little Benny, if I move my arm. Yeah. But I found that with the cafe. Lisa loved the cakes, and I enjoyed dabbling with coffee. And when we opened the business, it's like all of a sudden Lisa was rushing to get cakes done, and she wasn't doing them for the full enjoyment. No, she did enjoy it at times, but there was times when you're completely like out of your mind with it. So you definitely have to be careful. It's same with photography. It's like you like taking pictures, and then all of a sudden you find yourself doing weddings, and then weddings can be a really long day, and then there's tons of editing. It becomes a bit
stressful,
repetitive. And then you've got to go out and market yourself.
Okay,
you got to go to wedding shows. And
Charlie.
then I have a couple of weddings I'm currently, fine-tuning with clients because right now with the lockdown, we can't even get together. I mean, we certainly can do that virtually. That's not a problem. We could easily do it here. But right now, everything's kind of, tentative dates booked aside, and then we'll deal with it when we get closer to the time. So
yeah, I wonder what's happening with weddings that are booked.
Oh, imagine if you had a wedding coming up in May 2nd or something like that. Like everybody that's involved, and it's the money. We actually just got a refund from Coburg for Beatlemania tickets.
Yeah.
We were going to go see Beatlemania in Coburg, and we were really looking forward to that. But obviously, it's locked down. But
we've missed a few. We've had
a couple of shows that we've missed out on. A couple of plays, and yeah. So yeah, that was Christmas presents. Kind of got all euchred.
So I should get double this year.
What do you mean double? You get double every year.
I don't.
Yeah, well, I think, again, what's going to happen? I think couples are going to realize that maybe they don't have to do these big fancy weddings that they've been doing, right?
I don't think so.
I don't know. Maybe they're going to cut back and do smaller stuff. Maybe they're going to do different things. I don't know. Maybe you can open a business. 6 foot apart event planning.
Bride and groom aren't allowed to
Again,
be
there's
near
another
each
one.
other.
If you like doing events and putting parties together, you become an event planner, and you do a wedding, and all of a sudden the caterer doesn't show up. Yeah, you're not enjoying event planning at that moment when the caterer doesn't show up.
It's different when you're doing it as a hobby, as opposed to a career.
Yeah, if you do it for friends and stuff like that. So that's what I say about a lot of these things. Like if you're into music, being into music is great. Even being into photography is great, but I think you need a career. And I think if you want to be a musician and you want to commit your full time to being a musician, and you're just starting out, or you've got a small following, but you're writing music, you have to accept the fact that life's going to be really tough for you. I think that's the thing. If you're going to do it, you can't expect it's such a hard battle. I know so many musician friends. When I was doing music, I had a job at the same time, so I had income coming in, but I also had a family, and it was great. Like I was living out a dream, but I was also fortunate because I could pick and choose what I did. I could do great gigs that didn't pay a lot of money because I enjoyed doing it. Whereas if I was in it for money alone, but there was an opportunity to do a gig, but there was no money in the gig, I might have to turn it down and do something else. So I was very fortunate I could use my position to do really exciting gigs. Like we opened for Blue Rodeo, but we didn't make any money opening for Blue Rodeo. We got tons of publicity, which is
bragging rights
what
is
they
what
do.
that
Yeah,
would be, right?
Well, exactly. It's like anything. If you do a cake for a celebrity, like we did quite a few times, that becomes a picture on your wall, and you use it as like marketing promotion.
Diane said she loves to organize, but she'd never do it as a career.
Yeah. Well, you do organize as a career because you do interior design. So you're kind of organizing, but you are doing it as a career in a sense. But you're talking about organizing an event or something like that. Yeah, doing it for friends and stuff.
Well, when she leaves, the house is pristine. But if she went back a week later, I can guarantee it's...
But that's irrelevant, though, isn't it? But I mean, she's doing it once. I mean, it's like anything. Like I've done jobs, and like once it's done, it's done. I don't even worry about it anymore. If the customer wants pink countertops, knock yourself out. I'm not gonna argue. It's just like,
Well, it's their choice.
yeah,
right?
exactly.
So,
But I don't walk away from the going. I'm at the point where that's what they wanted. That's what they wanted. It doesn't.
But it's different. You're a contractor. She's an interior decorator.
But like if I ask you for a cake, and I ask you to make me a cake, but you just think it's the most ridiculous
Oh, I've
color
had
scheme.
that.
Yeah, exactly.
I've
For
had
me, I
that.
just thought, okay, this is what we're doing.
Well, yeah.
But yeah, I can
But
see
that's,
how you would say, I can't
those are
believe
not
you
your
made that cake. It's
favorites.
ridiculous.
They're the
Or-
hardest to work on, though.
Yeah. I guess we're all opinionated, though, right?
Everybody has an opinion.
It's okay for everyone to have an opinion. The problem is, it's the way other people accept the opinion. They don't accept it as an opinion.
not
Or
everybody.
They don't, yeah. It's like if you voice your opinion on something. Like last night doing our show, there was lots of opinions flying around on stuff, the video and everything like that. And I even saw in the comments you could start to see people maybe getting, the odd person getting like, oh, hold on a minute here. But that's life. I mean, geez, I love that confrontation. That's all. That's what it's all about. It's to make yourself think.
He is very, and you love the confrontation.
Yeah, because nothing bothers me. Like, you can't insult me. No one can insult me. Nobody can insult me. Like, if someone came up to me and started yelling and screaming at me, calling me names, it doesn't make, you're off your lid. That's why you're doing it. It doesn't bother me. But there's some people that get all upset. If someone that doesn't agree with my opinion, it doesn't bother me. Because I accept it as that's their opinion as well. My opinion and their opinion now are coming to
You're
a
right, Diane.
confrontation.
And at the end of the day, they're paying the bills, so give them what they want.
Yeah, and you can at times. I think some clients too, when you're doing things, you can sense that there's room to kind of educate or bring in other ideas, whether it's photography, interior design, cake making, whatever. There's definitely that. And another thing is music too. Music is extremely opinionated of what you like. Like you and I, you didn't grow up listening to a lot of music.
No.
In your house, it was, you got Italian, your parents listened to Italian music. They had no idea what Canadian popular music was.
No.
Where, I mean, I grew up with Elvis and the Beatles and...
Yeah, see, I didn't have
Yeah,
that.
like... I don't know if they can... Yeah, might be out of here, Benny. But no, it's true. I think... but I've learned, though, I think I've learned that as I've got older to just give in to people. Like, not give in to people, but just, like, let it roll off.
Yeah, sometimes it's easier than others.
I got into it with someone today because there was a virtual... I didn't get into it with them, but I just commented saying that... Well, someone had posted it. There's a virtual farm group. And it was out of Orono. There's a farm group in Orono. And, oh, man, I'm going to pick it up here. At least we'll keep talking. Or I'll keep talking. Someone's going to keep talking. The Veggie Shack. So shout out to the Veggie Shack. Now, I think what the Veggie Shack is in Orono, they bring in vegetables, like imported vegetables. They have like cauliflowers and all that kind of stuff. So they sell everything. But what they're doing is they're putting together packages for you. So they had a package that had cucumbers, carrots, parsnips, cauliflower, tomatoes, peppers, a whole bunch of stuff. And they were selling it for $44.
That's not bad.
Well, I mean, whether you'd have to go in, but there were strawberries, there was blueberries in this package. Well, someone commented, the first comment in the thread was, oh, I could buy, that's a ridiculous, I can buy all that for $20.
Knock yourself out.
So people were going, where? So I said, listen, if you can buy it for $20, send me the bill. I want to see it. Well, she ended up sending me a private message going on that she's seen the cauliflower here for $1.99 and she's seen this here,
Where
there.
did you see cauliflower for $1.99?
And I'm like, how are you going to get that right now? How are you going to, let's say, for example, there was 15 products on that item. Let's say each store had it on for a different price. You imagine now going out and hunting that down?
It's like $4
Like
or
this
$5.
girl was completely off her lid. So I just said, so then she wrote me, I guess she accused me of calling her. Oh, I had said she was a troll.
Oh, jeez.
Now, there's nothing wrong with calling someone a troll. You're just calling, like, someone could be in here right now, saying, oh, this sucks or that sucks, whatever. They're just a troll.
Hi,
Let it
Paula.
go, you know. But yeah, so anyway, shout out to the Veggie Shack for that because they're doing something. They're trying to make some money, but they're trying to create a business. They could be very passionate about it. They're doing it. So they're out in Orono. Veggie Shack. I'm gonna pull it up here one more time because yeah, and like. Oh, I can't even pull it up. Why can't I pull it up?
It might have been deleted.
No, just the thread. Oh, there it is. I'm on it. That's why. Yeah, Veggie Shack. Just going to go to the...
They're in Orono, you said?
Yeah, announcements. It's a public group. Hold on. Oh, I guess it is their thing. So, yeah, they deliver to Orono, Bowmanville. So they deliver, too, fresh vegetables. They deliver on Tuesday... Hold on. Yeah, Veggie Shack. Maybe some of you guys know of it more like the Veggie Shack, but maybe it's run by this Brian Aikson.
Paula said, "Don't know what's going on, but yay, Veggie Shack!"
I knew you'd like that, Paula.
Because some people can't just leave things alone, Diane. That's why she had to comment.
So $44.
That's
What's
not
your
bad.
opinion on that?
That's not bad at all.
Well, I don't know if that one was $44.
Considering how much our last grocery bill was.
Yeah, so like I don't know if you can.
Oh, go down. Yeah, now you can.
Now you can.
Oh, there's a glare. There you go.
Hold on. We can do it like this, maybe. I should have this up on the screen.
Oh, down.
But like, there's a lot of vegetables in that picture. If that's around $44. There's vegetables.
That's a good price.
There's bananas in there. There's like 6 bananas and potatoes and broccoli and
lettuce, green peppers.
So yeah, Veggie Shack. So Facebook,
to each their own.
Type in Veggie Shack and check it out.
To each their own.
Yeah.
I'd love to find cauliflower for $1.99.
Yeah, like these
There's
boxes
no such
are pretty
thing.
Good. And the thing is, too, I think when you do these things, when you're shopping local, like if you are going to the Veggie Shack, they're basically... Oh, yeah, sure.
You can't stop
Why?
talking right in the middle of
I'm
something.
trying to do comments, too, so... Well, this is the thing they comment.
Especially right now.
People are trolls. Yeah, they are. They just want to get their 2 cents in. I think what it comes down to is it's easy to get attention by throwing negativity than it is to, like, now she's consumed, like, if she can deal with it, which she's probably getting fueled by it, and she's, like, going back and forth, I think that, yeah, so
yeah, me too.
$5 for a cauliflower.
And it was tiny.
$5 for a cauliflower out of $44. That's one item, and you got 8 left.
Yeah.
Not even. So I thought it was great, but the thing is, it's delivered to your door. It all looked great. It all looked like good product. I mean, that person could be picking up the bananas and then having the sort, maybe throw one out and bring one in. Who knows what's going on at the other end? But yeah, it's great though to see people doing these things. And I can tell you right now, he's not making huge money selling it at $44. He's trying to offer a service and he's hoping to make a business. And that's why it's great that we support. And I think sometimes you need to take a chance to support a business. I have done it so many times. There's businesses I've supported, and I have been disappointed, but I haven't gone back. But that was my choice to take the chance on that business. And I don't go on Facebook and write some stupid review. You know what? I gave them a chance. They failed at it. Maybe they made a mistake. Maybe they're going to get better at it.
Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes shit happens.
I mean, if they tried deliberately to screw you over, but if I ordered these vegetables and they came and they were wilted
oh,
and all
me
that,
too, Diane. I would do it in a heartbeat.
Well, you can now.
Not for everything.
What?
The dog food.
Oh, Lisa's trying to get... So anyways, yeah, Lisa makes all the dog food from ground beef. And she goes and buys a batch of it, usually from Costco for the dogs. So how much you usually buy at a time?
6 of the packs.
6 packs of ground beef. Now, if you go into Costco right now, I don't think you can buy 6 packs of ground beef. I don't know if if it's settled down or they'll let you buy 6-packs. I don't know.
I think they're limiting items now.
But I think if you just went in and bought 6-packs, I don't think that would be an issue. But then we could go, like you said, go separately and just to play the game. But for those that have pets out there, since Lisa has been giving the dogs the ground nutritional base out from, what's the shout out?
Oh, Paula, are you still there?
The lady out in Port Hope area, Coburg.
She's in Coburg.
She gives Lisa this
it's
dehydrated vegetables nutritional pack that Lisa adds to the meat. And these dogs have slimmed down. They're like little muscle dogs now. You see all their muscles, and they've slimmed right down, like the way a dog is supposed to look.
Yeah.
And you can't get that. You can't get that from bagged dog food because it's all full of garbage.
Alinda's $3.99 a pound. That's pretty good.
Well, there you go. You can buy 10 pounds. How does that compare to Costco? You get a. Oh, I don't know if you get a better ground beef. Elena's.
Don't know. Saved me going to Costco though.
I pay $8 a pound at Gallery on the Farm. I think that's
Dog's age.
Dog's age.
Dog's age.
Oh, Dog's age.
And her name is Laura.
Ah, there you go. So Dog's age, Laura, out of Coburg. So for anybody who,
she is amazing.
I 100% recommend. Like, we have 4 dogs, so it's a lot of work.
For me, yes.
It is. It's a lot more. But you know what? You've got such a handle in the kitchen, and you love doing it and that. But I'm telling you, if you have one dog, you should definitely, without question, be making dog food for your dog.
Well, you know what? I can do it now that I'm not at the cafe. If I still had the cafe, it would have been harder.
If you had, let's say we only had Benny. Benny is an 11-pound dog.
He gets,
He gets
1 cup
a day. Half a cup in the morning, half a cup at night. That's 1 cup of ground beef. I'm not sure what that is in pounds, but that's his food for the day. And you could make a batch of that on Sunday and freeze it to last 2 months.
Oh, yeah,
it would last a long time. And you're giving your dog an amazing, and they eat it so fast. Little Yuki gobbles it up.
I wonder if they have it for cats.
But the thing is, that means Lisa is giving them, we worked this out once, 2, 4, 5.
Well, it is a little
5.5 cups of ground beef a day we need in our house to feed the dogs that way. Which is, people would say we're crazy. We got too much time on our hands, too much money on our hands.
It's your opinion, right?
You got to feed your babies.
They're my babies.
Our babies.
My babies.
But no, I think it's a fantastic idea. And you know what we could do? You know what we should do? We should do a show on that. We should show the product, and we should show some ground beef.
We could probably get her on the show. I could always ask her if she wants to promote it.
We should do a healthy dog food session. Yeah, we should.
We do. They're spoiled. They're like our kids. We don't have any kids left at home, so now we have dogs.
There's been nights I haven't been able to have any beef because there was none left.
Yeah, okay.
But yeah, no, luckily enough, I right now my ground beef doesn't come from Costco's, but again, we're very fortunate. But there's only us, and we love food. Food is our hobby, so it's a different game for us. Like, people say, oh yeah, you're always cooking this, you're always cooking that, and it's not a case of we spend more money on it. I don't drink beer. I spend what people are spending on beer and cigarettes. I spend on food, and we don't eat 2 meals a day, so we don't even have I had breakfast, and I'm telling you, I had bacon from Kendall Hills Farms. Absolutely out of this world. There's no freaking comparison to that stuff you get, that factory farm stuff you get in the stores. And again, I think I don't think it's any more money, because you buy bacon in the store, it's expensive.
Well, I
It's
guess if you're
it is
feeding,
garbage.
if we had the kids at home and we were feeding 6 like we
Yeah, I
did for
know.
many, many years.
But it costs more. But that's what having families costs money. You have to make that decision. Exactly. Yeah. So I give up. Like we had a bottle of wine on Saturday night, and we have another bottle of wine that we probably won't have until the following Saturday because we said we have a pizza night, and we'll save that bottle of wine till then. So we're not drinking through the week.
Paula pizza next week. You gotta make her pizza.
I do. Holy,
You're
jeez,
the
Paula,
pizza
what's
man.
going on? So Paula, did you watch the Prince show last night? Did you watch the Prince show last night? Ah, okay.
I need veggie farmers.
Oh, there's lots of those, but again, the problem is seasonal. Well, you are a veggie farmer. You got greenhouse.
Yes, but it's winter again, so
Oh, this weather, man! Did you see it? I walked the dogs in this weather today. It was freezing, but I think it's 12 on Friday. 12 on Friday for you folks there.
a whole 12. Ooh.
Yeah. And what else? Oh, okay. You watched them both. Oh, one day they'll have a tribute show for me, Paula. One day, Lisa will organize it. So was it a one-time tribute show or was it a repeat tribute show? What's the deal? Because I would have liked to have watched it, or can I still watch it? Fill me in. Yeah, weather's wacky. Though I think now, yeah. Because what is this? We're way past Easter. We're almost... Well, you know what, though? You can have pretty crappy weather May 24th weekend, so we're still...
It definitely is winter coat weather.
So, Paula, do you know if that was like... That show was live last night? I guess it was. And it... Because it was a tribute, right? So they're artists...
Well, it wouldn't have been live.
Why? It's a tribute. So other people are playing the show. Prince didn't come back for it. Maybe he did.
Mm-hmm.
He used to live in Toronto.
Did he?
Yeah. He used to live in Toronto. He used to have a studio down near the 401 in Victoria Park, I believe. And I was amazed today because I knew a lot of songs Prince wrote for other artists. But I went through them again today, and if there are you guys Prince fans? Because he wrote not a live audience, but they were people playing songs of his. Oh,
it was
okay.
recorded.
So was it on like a TV channel or was it like on YouTube? I'm gonna have to look for it. But yeah, I think one of the best the best Prince the best Prince tribute I saw was who's the guy from that Maroon band? What's his name? Is it Levine? Levine. What's the guy's name? Something Levine, the guitar player singer, and he did it on Howard Stern. He did a version of Purple Rain, and I thought it was incredible, absolutely stunning. TV. We don't get any TV. I'm not allowed.
Yeah. Cutbacks, you know.
God, that's all we need is another thing to watch. Adam Levine. Good job, Diane. You win.
What she win?
I don't know. What did she get? Do you have a GoPro? We have this. You can have that. There you go. Prize.
Is that what that is?
That goes on a GoPro.
Can you put it away so that when you're looking for it, you'll find it?
There's another great version of Purple. Well, so many people have played it, but the thing is, if you tackle that song, you better be a good guitar player because it's just the way the notes are held and stuff, just fantastic. But no, songs that Prince wrote. Shaka Khan, I Feel For You. You know that song? Mm-hmm. That's one of his songs. But there's a lot of popular songs. Sinead O'Connor's. No, what's the song by Sinead O'Connor? I forgot it.
You're looking at me like I have the answers. I'm like,
Nothing Compares to You is a Prince song that Sinead O'Connor made and a massive hit. Also, I always get this girl. Is it Joan Osborne sang What If God Was One of Us? That's a Prince song as well. And she actually changed the words.
Excuse me.
She changed the words to like a slob like one. What if God was one of us? A slob like one of us. But Prince had wrote a slave like one of us. So she changed the words when she sang it. But there's lots of Prince songs. I think there was lots. It's surprising when you hear them. The Revolution performed Purple Rain. Oh, on the show. Yeah, he was so talented and keyboard player. He played guitar. He played everything. Like he played jazz. He was just. But again, he was he was a 7-day Adventist, I think. 7-day Adventist.
You're sounding out.
Did he clean teeth?
You're sounding out your words these days.
Good old Prince. I was reading something today, and I don't know how true it was, but someone had tweeted, I would give you $2 for everyone who writes in. No, he would donate $2 for everyone who writes in and tells me their worst experience they've had working for Elaine DeGeneres. Because apparently...
Ellen DeGeneres?
Yeah, Ellen. Elaine, Ellen, same thing.
Sorry for anyone called Elaine.
But Ellen, so apparently everyone started writing in and saying that she is one of the worst bosses they've ever had. She treats everyone like crap. She won't talk to anybody that works for her unless they're chewing gum. And if she smells BO on you, she sends you home to have a shower before she'll talk to you. So I was reading all these Twitter posts that people were writing saying, yeah, this is true. I worked for her back then and she's like just insane. And
But then again,
there was a girl that was pregnant and she went on layoff and then they brought Ellen. Yeah, Paul. Sorry,
but
sorry to disappoint. Are you a fan?
You have to take it with a. I mean,
I'm just saying I'm not saying it's true. I'm just saying I read it. It's up to you now to go and Google.
Hi, Jason.
And find out what's going on. Oh, Jason's here and we're talking about Ellen. He's a big Ellen fan.
Is he?
Yeah, Ellen. What's going on? Now, I remember watching Johnny Carson when she first came on Johnny Carson and did one of her probably her first appearance on big TV, and she was really, really funny. But the problem I have with Ellen, is it Ellen or Elaine now? Ellen, is she never really developed her comedy.
Well, she's a talk show host now.
But her jokes are always the same on that show. Like she doesn't, and I know
Why
you're
fix
a comedy.
What's not broke?
Well, I think it's broke because it's just the same. Like,
but
oh
that's
my god,
you.
the same thing.
Her following is massive.
Maybe that's like every comedian though. After a while, it's probably like listening to us. We're
you
probably
dry up.
Freaking, same old shit. All you talk about is recipes and.
It's never the same here. Just never know what he's gonna say.
So yeah, Jason's here now.
I can dress him up. I just can't take him anywhere.
Jason, that's a great profile picture you got there.
Oh, Jesus.
Lisa on the ropes. No, she comes off the ropes pretty hard.
Yeah. Pack a punch, don't I?
Yes. So last night, I don't know why.
You don't know why? You don't know why?
But
You don't know why?
I don't know why. First off, I don't want to know why because I might be not something I want to say here. But Lisa turned around and punched me in the chest.
Yeah, he doesn't know why.
Right here, where it is, right there.
He doesn't know why.
Why was it? What did I do?
You took my phone. Then you wouldn't give it back.
Oh!
And you were talking to me as if I was like a 2-year-old.
That's no cause.
It is.
That's no
Okay.
cause to frickin' be abusive to me.
Oh, whatever. Then don't touch what's not yours.
I don't even have that. What number is it? 311? That's COVID. What's the one for abuse? But no, I was punched really freaking hard. I'm surprised. Right there. I found it. Oh, it was higher than I thought. It's bruised. I can feel it. It hurts right there. You better hope I don't have to go to the hospital. Because if let's say, for example, I got a temperature.
I'll just say I was trying to resuscitate
If I got a temperature,
and I did CPR
if I had
wrong.
a temperature and they took me in and they said, okay, well we need to have a look at your chest, and they look at my chest and go, what's that? And then they're going to say, Mr. Robinson, are you abused at home? And I'm going to have to confess. What? Oh, now if you didn't put the laughing face. Be nice, Nikki. It's true. I'm just so. Listen. Imagine if this was turned. Imagine if you're going. Oh, Mark hit me last night. What?
Yeah. Look
Well,
at
they
this.
know.
There's
They
a
know
bit
I
of a
wouldn't do that.
difference.
You pack me. She was aiming for your throat. I think so. The nails are getting long. My God, I don't know.
You were laughing so hard, I had to restart your heart.
I think you have to start sleeping with like a special vest on or something like that. So I slept facing to the outer side of the bed, and I just put my back there and just held my breath. Went to sleep. Even Benny came over to me. Benny came over to me and is like, holy shit, you okay?
It wasn't
Benny usually doesn't come over.
He was like, don't touch my mom. That was like...
I didn't touch you. He knew.
He was making sure there was no retaliation.
He could hear.
Because he came right back to his mummy. He looked at me and he curled up and went to sleep.
He knows the sound of that
nice
metal
try.
hammer hitting the steak when it tenderizes
Nice
it.
try.
He thought he was getting... He's like, oh, is he tenderizing the steak? Or oh my God, my dad's been hit.
Yeah, no. He didn't.
So yeah, that happened last night. But I think it's going to be okay. There's no cause for alarm. I don't need a GoFundMe page yet.
Nikki wants to know when we play again.
Yeah, Pictionary?
We have to get a marker.
Pictionary Sunday. Sunday's the best day for Pictionary. I'm trying. The guys they're still practicing getting ready. Sunday we'll do Pictionary. Sunday at 4, Nikki. Or is Sunday a holiday? No.
Isn't every day a holiday right now? Every day seems... You know what it feels like? Christmas. You know, Christmas Day when you just stay home and...
Feels like Christmas Day every day.
Yeah. And you just have a lazy day and...
So, Nikki, Sunday's okay for Pictionary? Nikki just likes... Does it matter what day? I don't know. I'm trying to keep some sort of order here, Paul. I'm trying to...
order.
What does this world come to when you're looking forward to playing Pictionary online on a Sunday afternoon at 4 o'clock? Then you know... Oh,
you know what? The littlest things excite you nowadays.
It is fun.
Like getting our groceries at the door last Sunday was like so exciting for me.
Even getting punched in the chest was exciting last night. Because I knew we would have stuff.
Nikki needs a distraction.
So are you working still though, Nikki? So you're working still. So here, okay, so... yeah, every day. Yeah, we haven't missed because I did it last night. So Nikki, are you working every day right now like normal? Are you working from home or are you going into the office? What's going on? Because I think Nikki works in real estate, so.
Well, apparently houses are still selling.
Yeah, so definitely doing all the paperwork, the legalities.
I don't know how I feel about doing a virtual tour and buying a house that way.
People don't care. Okay, so Nikki, here's my question to you. Do you feel, and this you got to be honest here.
When was Nikki not be honest?
No, because this is kind of like, because no, I'm gonna
Mickey
be. I'm
would
gonna.
tell you
I'm
as
gonna.
it
No,
is.
seriously. Here, do you feel a little bit? What's the word I need for this? Do you feel a little bit unfortunate that a whole bunch of people you know are sitting at home just chilling every day, and you've got to go to work? Does it affect you? Like, do you think about that? Don't listen to the news. No, I'm just saying, I don't know, maybe I missed that. But I'm thinking that because I have felt some days almost guilty having like what I have and sitting at home and just doing nothing. We're waiting for the answer. It's hard to do that.
Jason says houses are still selling.
Yeah, they are. They are selling for sure. Yeah, absolutely. That's right. It's like kind of like, and
But
you're not.
there's a lot of people now that are locked down, though, that are itching to get back to
But
work.
the other thing too is no one's driving by Nikki's office and waving and holding up signs saying thank you for your essential employee work, because she's an essential employee, but she's not working in a hospital. So you're kind of that kind of forgotten essential service, right? Like everyone's saying, oh, the grocery stores and the nurses. But there's all these other essential workers out there doing all these other, like especially real estate. When you buy a house, you've got cleaning, you've got like there's maintenance on houses. There's a lot of essential workers going on. There's a lot of people in the background doing like if your furnace goes, their furnace guy can come in and fix your furnace. That's an essential worker.
Hot water, like my parents.
Exactly. So they're just as important as a grocery store clerk, because they've got to go into a house now and fix something. Yeah, it's like you're working now on Christmas Day. We were saying it feels like Christmas Day. Nikki's working on Christmas Day.
Yeah.
It is. It's really weird. And yeah. And I think it's going to be hard for a lot of people to go back to work.
Of course.
Like they're going to go back. But I think when
Getting
first
back
while,
into routine.
going back, because we know even coming back off a holiday is crazy.
Yeah.
But I think we've done this show now for over a month.
Well, we've been locked.
Yeah, we've been doing this every day for a month. Though there's other stuff going on, but we're making sure we're doing the show. But there's
Oh, Mark is making bread with my mom tomorrow online, so that should be interesting.
I've got a few more things I have to do at home this week, and then
Hey,
I'll go back to work.
doing cooking school with my mom.
Yeah, that's the thing. There's a lot of people out there that don't get it. I see people. There's a lot of people that aren't wearing masks, going about their everyday stuff, and it's kind of like, they're putting trust in other people. Yeah, I think it's Yeah, so tomorrow I'm doing a virtual private cooking class with my mother-in-law.
Diane wants to know if you're returning to work.
I actually have some essential work coming up, so yes.
Paul, totally hear you there. He says he just wants to go to the grocery store without being stressed.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. It almost gives you anxiety driving there.
Mm-hmm.
We were actually just talking the other day how if you needed a head of lettuce, we would just pop in the car, head to the grocery store and grab a head of lettuce or a tomato and now you just don't do that.
Yeah, exactly. Because if you're a sales agent and you're trying to sell a house, you're not getting income until the house is sold, and no one's tracking whether or not you're actually working or not. You're working on commission.
Paula says a lot of people insisting the economy open up now.
Yeah.
It's going to have to be a totally gradual.
But I think
it's not as easy as that. Like, you can't just say, okay, everybody back to normal.
Well, two things are going to happen. If they came out and said, yeah, we can open up tomorrow, people are going to be, that's great. Then there's going to be people saying, well, why didn't we open before, anyways. Like they've got to keep up their word now. They've got to do what they said they were going to do. They were going to get rid of that curve. You've got to follow that curve. The curve has got to go down. Otherwise, you might say it's going down a bit, but yeah, it is true. Yeah, you can, but really, yeah, that whole ordeal with the government giving out the money is fantastic, but there's definitely a lot of loopholes in it because of how they've done it. But
at least another month.
Yeah, that's what they want. They're going to want another month for sure. And I know down in the States they had a protest in Kentucky just the other day, and they've had a massive spike because of that protest. The problem is, yeah, and you don't have to pay it back. You just have to claim it as income. So you just show it as income, so you made an extra, yeah. And you get it for 4 months. So you can get it up to 4 months, they said. So it's $8,000 they can get. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. For some people, it's a holiday. Well, there was a wonderful video. There's a wonderful video by, what's the guy's name? I'm going to look this up quickly. I'm going to post a link in here because it is amazing, this video. I'm going to find it because it will be in my...
video of
but
what?
Paul, you might know this guy. I don't know. I got to look in my history for this.
What was it a video of? Oh, talk about that one you sent me last night.
Well, that's the one I want to talk about, but I can't...
You just passed it. I just saw her face right there.
Jimmy Dore Show. So I don't know if any of you watched the Jimmy Dore Show on YouTube, but he had a clip that he took apart last night with James Corbin was interviewing Nancy Pelosi. Is it Pelosi? So Jimmy Dore last night had his show. So if I bring it up here, now you get to hear it. Donald Trump had made an ad about this too. It is a phenomenal video to watch because this woman, who is, I can't remember exactly what her title is. I'm going to look it up right now. I'm going to post it in here for...
Yeah, it was definitely an interesting watch.
Oh, she's the Speaker of the United States House of Representatives. She's a Democrat. And they were talking to her about how she's dealing with the lockdown. And she was in her kitchen. And you really have to watch the show because she talks about how she's just had her whole refrigerator stocked with ice cream. So this was like restocked. 2 days ago.
Yeah.
And he's taking this video apart because this woman is really speaking for the people of the United States, but she's talking about how she likes all this different ice cream and how it helps her deal with all the stress. And it is absolutely phenomenal. But I'll post the link in here. But
in her $12,000 fridge.
Jimmy Dore does a great job of tearing things apart like that. And it's amazing how these fortunate people, like rich people that don't have to worry about money if they did nothing. He had mentioned in the thing that she has a wealth over like of $100 million based on just getting into politics because of all probably the handouts she's been given.
Jimmy Dore?
Jimmy Dore, Dore, the Jimmy Dore Show. I don't know the background on. My son Greg watches him all the time, and he's constantly sending me videos of the Jimmy Dore Show. But the one with him review, and if you type in his name and Nancy Pelosi, you'll see it. Yeah.
I just wanted to touch point on something Paula said. She said all those protesters are protesting, and then they go into the grocery store and they're infecting other people.
all those protests now going grocery shopping and infecting. Oh yeah, it's just. But the thing is, they shouldn't be allowed to protest. But the thing is, the government. Well, the government doesn't want to bring in the guard.
Well,
how else do you get rid of people?
I think that's
like technically. Toronto, they did do it out west, I think. They were doing some protesting out west. But the states, they would have to bring in. But they're afraid because those people will turn... That's what we did our show last night on. How whacked the American government is and how whacked the people that vote for Trump are. How they all work together. It is like the WWE. It's plain and simple. It's just... Like Donald Trump was saying, Americans have their right to carry their guns. I don't see a problem with it, pretty much. And I'm like, you're the president of the United States. How can you possibly say that? But the thing is, when they hear that, they feel important and they're going to vote for him again. So yeah, privilege at its finest. It's absolutely insane. It's like watching these shows of all these celebrities telling people, we can do this. We can. You got someone living in a house that's got. Well, wasn't there something about Trump? You were watching a video about the poor kids being locked down and how tough it was or something.
Oh, yeah.
How many
his
bathrooms?
Son. His son is in his room. He's locked in, or he's happy, but not as happy as he can be. Well, poor kid's locked in a house with how many rooms, with how many windows?
Yeah, like how can a celebrity... They're only doing it for one reason. They're doing it for self-satisfaction. Getting out there and pushing their record sales. It's like charity's like that. The music business is like that for charity and stuff like.
Tim said something for you.
Yeah, well, there's definitely whack jobs on both sides. But what I'm saying is to become a president, he had to have a lot of them on his side, but there's definitely whack jobs on every side. I mean, you get the far left and the far right. It's like how can you, like today, do you consider yourself on the right or on the left? And it's got to the point now where you kind of almost go down the middle because the left is so far out left and the right is so far out right. They're both falling off the edge. Geez, if the world was flat, it'd probably be really good. They'd be off the edge right now. But yeah, it's just insane how these people... God, got me in a rant. I didn't want to go on a rant.
Oh,
Who started this? Paula? Nikki did. Nikki started a rant. No, but it's just crazy. But the thing is, too, like, you go into these... Like, when Trump does... CBC posts something that Trudeau does. Like, let's say, for example, Trudeau goes out and does his daily... I don't know if he's doing daily now. I can't remember. But let's say, for example... Trudeau now goes and addresses the country. CBC posts it on Facebook. You go in there and start reading the comments. There's no common sense in there whatsoever. It's either
keyboard warriors, right?
Thank you, Prime Minister, or what an idiot! Go back to acting. Like it's just insane. Why can't people just at least? Yeah, daily talk. Yeah, but we don't watch CNN.
No, we don't watch.
We don't watch any news.
Oh,
the only news we get, the only news I get is if I see it on Facebook, like from CBC or someone sends me a link. But you don't have to have the news. I think having CNN is so toxic today.
Yeah, I don't watch the news.
We stopped doing that a long time ago.
Yeah.
We got rid of cable.
It was all negative. There was nothing positive on the news.
Yeah. Oh, your mom's at Seven Oaks. That's right. Yeah, exactly.
See you later, Paul.
Okay, Paul. See ya. Yeah, we're gonna go too. It's 5:00. Jeez, Nikki's got to go home now. She's finished work. Yeah, I remember you posted that the other day. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I figured there was someone, and I wasn't 100% sure, Nikki. But I've heard of friends on Facebook, people I don't know directly that have lost family members. A friend in the U.S. lost his father.
Bye, Jason.
was lost his father to the COVID-19. I've seen quite a few people post it. Like up close personally, no. We've been very fortunate. So yeah, we haven't, but and Lisa's got family in Italy too, and fortunately that no one over there has been affected by it. So, all right, guys. Well, this has been a lot of fun. I'm going to do an editing tutorial at 4 o'clock tomorrow I'm actually going to do it on my Bestography page and try to share it to here. I want to do some software sharing, see if it works. So, hi, Teresa. So, so I'm going to do a tutorial, and I'm going to make it more business-orientated. So if you've got a website that you're trying to kind of dress up some pictures, maybe a food page or whatever, I'm going to show you how to get some pictures up on your page that look presentable or more presentable. So do that tomorrow at 4 if you're interested in editing. But even if it's not for business, it's personal, we'll do another one of those tutorials in Snapseed. So we are going to go. Thank you so much again. Good to see everybody. Glad everybody is well. Yeah, Nikki, you go home and practice for Sunday. And so Sunday we'll be doing Pictionary Sunday for Nikki.
For Nikki?
Nikki.
For you, Nikki.
Sounds like a charitable thing.
It is. We're keeping her sane.
Yeah. All right, guys. Thanks so much.
Have a good night.
We'll see you guys.
Bye.
See ya.